Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. In the last episode, we were playing with Team Chaotix, and we finished up the rail stages, levels, whatever, and in this episode, we're going to be moving on to the forest levels. First one, of course, is Frog Forest, Stage 9. We're going to be getting through the forest without being detected by the frogs. Ooh, sounds daunting. And yes, as the objective said, we have to get through the frog forest without getting detected by the frogs. Now that's kind of a ridiculous mission in my opinion, because it's a frog forest filled with frogs and we can't be seen by frogs. In all honesty, it's not that hard because of kind of like a loophole that you can exploit in one of the team members' abilities. As I showed you a while ago, I think it was in one of the city stages, I can't exactly remember, but Espio has the ability to turn invisible. And you can actually use that ability to not be seen by any of the frogs, and so really you can just play through the entire level as an invisible Espio, and it'll basically just be traipsing through the levels as speed characters, so you won't have to worry about anything. If you do that, however, all your team members will stay behind. Vector and Charmy will just sit behind, and so they won't be able to help you, so that can be kind of a challenge, but I'm going to be trying to do, not exactly sure how I want to word this, but I want to get through at least parts of the stage without turning into an invisible Espio, because that just kind of feels like cheating for me. It kind of gets rid of the novelty of the entire objective, but I guess it is somewhat of a secret, so that the game developers just left it in, I don't know. Anyway, let's go over here with Charmy and homing attack this— whoa, don't fall off, don't fall off. Homing attack this mushroom here, and hit this target with Vector, and we can come along here. As soon as you get that row of rings, you're going to want to change to Vector so that your team can get itself ready for power formation, so that you can get all 3 level ups here. Unfortunately, Charmy was being an idiot, and he came along the middle route with me, so we missed out on the speed power-up. Now, for the frogs detecting you, in this mission at least, it's pretty lenient, so you don't have to worry about staying miles and miles away from every single frog in the level. I'm going to go ahead and not go through that loop right there, because if you do, it'll send you onto the spring, and you will be bounced right up here. You won't always, like, be detected by the frog, but you can actually get kind of, like, right behind him, and he won't see you, and you can also walk off the edge of a cliff, which is always helpful in my opinion. Alright, and here we are back here. I'm still invisible Espio, and I'm going to go ahead and go over here, because usually I take that flower route, and I'm not sure if there's any benefit to taking this route, or if they're, like, different at all. So let's go ahead and go over here, and it looks like we have a spinning flower up here. That sounds like a boatload of fun to me. Let me see if I can make this flower fly. Wow! Where would you come up with an idea like that? Like, normally you would think, okay, we have to get across this huge gap, maybe we can, like, go around or do something, but Espio's like, nah, you know, I can make this flower fly, you know, I'm gonna be inventive. He's a creative guy, Espio, I like him. Thinking of making a flower fly like that as soon as you see a gap that you have to get across, that's the kind of guy I like. Anyway, that sounded a little bit awkward, please don't take that out of context, and there's a huge typo right here, because Espio just said, well, the subtitles say he said, leave this to me, but he said something entirely different, so, kind of funny. But anyway, if you use a Team Blast while you're Invisio Espio? What? If you use a Team Blast while you're invisible Espio, you will be turned back to visible Espio, so, you're gonna want to be careful, so don't use any Team Blast while you're around frogs. And one more flower here, and Charmy is really, really ecstatic about it flying around. And we are invisible Espio while we're doing this, and our team members might just start talking to each other if we're on this flower for long enough. And geez, getting these balloons can be kind of hard because your movements are often so, like, erratic that you can't tell where it's going, but whatever. Doesn't matter, we just miss out on a couple of rings. Well, at least I think we do. It might have been like a level up or something along those lines, but I don't know. It doesn't matter much either way. Anyway, we can come over here, use our Team Blast. Make sure not to get too close to the frog here, or else he might spot you while you're doing this Team Blast, but as long as you move slowly and don't get, like, right up in his grill, yo, it shouldn't matter all that much. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump on this vine. I always hate jumping on those vines with Espio. It's kind of nerve-wracking because there's no recovery if you, like, fall off or miss or whatever. But anyway, that's the level. A pretty short one if you don't walk off the cliff like I did. But that's my favorite hobby, walking off cliffs. Anyway, 50,000 points. That is definitely an A rank, because in practice I got like 45,000. That was still an A rank. Anyway, on to the next stage. And here we are, Stage 10, Lost Jungle. We're going to be rescuing 10 Chao, and if I had to compare this to another level in the game, this would be most similar to Seaside Hill, first level where we had to collect a bunch of hermit crabs. for literally no reason. Our client just wants us to do random crap. I wonder why this client wants us to do this stuff, and like who he is. But anyway, you can see that Chao in the cage there, and whenever you're close to a Chao, your team members will start pointing it out like, I think I heard a Chao. Not that Chaos make any like loud noises or anything that you would be able to hear from a distance, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's very helpful, and I got that right. Why didn't I get that? I jumped right on the spring. Anyway, you have to, I guess they don't have a very huge hitbox, the Chao, so you're gonna have to make sure that the counter goes up or that you hear that little ding sound effect whenever you pick one up, or else, you know, it might create problems. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill these all with Vector, hopefully to get a point bonus or two, and there's a Chao right there. I thought I just heard something. Sometimes when they say something, well, when I was a kid, that used to confuse me because I didn't know if it was a Chao or not. Now that I'm older, it's pretty obvious. Maybe I was just a dumb little kid, which is actually probably the case. Whoops. Yeah, you're not going to want to press A and fly with Charmy when you're hopping on these things because that creates like a ceiling of sorts that you can't go past vertically. So when you're jumping on these fruits, you won't be able to bounce high at all, and it kind of sucks. It's kind of odd that they overlooked something like that, but whatever, it doesn't matter all that much. Go ahead and break this box, there's a Chao right inside of it, and our client wants us to keep going. Ah, what a surprise. Okay, let's swing over here, switch to Charmy because there's a vine thing here that we have to swing across, and wow, I almost didn't make that. I almost made myself fling backwards, which would have been kind of hilarious. Anyway, right here, there are two Chao that are actually right next to each other, so let's go ahead and use this Team Blast because I am way too lazy to destroy this robot. Now turn off to your right here, right behind this bush, you'll see a platform with a Chao on it, and a power up, power level up, I don't even know. But there's another Chao there, and we're halfway there, and our client is making fun of us because we're only halfway there. Anyway, you're going to want to check off to the sides, because the placement of the Chao, as opposed to like the Hermit Crab and Seaside Hill, is actually kind of, they're actually kind of more hidden in this level, so make sure that you're checking various places. And don't worry, there are more than 10 Chao as far as... Aw, come on, Fruit, I thought you were healthy for me. I didn't know you wanted to kill me. But, also jumping into swamps. Oh wow, I never even noticed this. It looks like there's another platform right there that has a Chao on it. Alright, and here we are back here. I'm coming back a little bit early because we're about one Chao ahead of where we were last time because I found that extra one on that platform back there. Now we're up to 8, I believe, when we would have been up to 7, and we're almost done with the level, actually. So, right as soon as you pop off this flower, I'm not sure if you can see it while you're on the flower or not, but there's a Chao up here just kind of flying around for no reason. I guess he just wants to have fun. If I could fly, I'd fly all day. Honestly, flying would be one of the most fun things possible. But anyway, there is the second level. Very quick and very easy if you know where all the Chaos are. If not, it's still relatively easy, just not quite as easy. Duh, that was a statement that was ridiculously obvious, but anyway.
Impossible feat! Ultimate ninja power.
Excuse me, miss. I was wondering if I could ask you something.
If it's about a date, it'll have to wait.
Date? You think this is a joke, you little brat?
Now hand over that Chao nice and easy.
I bet you're the ones who took chocolate Chao.
What?
It's not nice to tease my friends.
Yeah, time to rock and roll!
Alright, and here we go, fighting a team full of girls. It seems almost unfair, and the only, like, big character on their team is, of course, Big the cat. And I wonder what kind of cat Big is, because, like, if he's just an ordinary house cat that's gained a significant amount of weight for no reason, I still feel unfair for fighting him. But anyway, our giant alligator crocodile, I still don't know what he is. I should probably look that up so I don't sound like an idiot anymore. Anyway, our giant crocodile monster has defeated a team full of girls and one very stupid cat, and that is all for this episode of Sonic Heroes. See you guys next time where we move on to the next set of stages.